Hey, it's Paul J, and today we're going to be talking about how you can make $1,000 with land. And we're going to talk about 7 ways to do it. You're going to find out if it's possible or not. I'm telling you right now it is. Okay, so here's the thing. Number one, the best way to get $1,000 per month coming in to your wallet is to do owner financing with land. And you're basically getting the property with terms. Now here's the thing, it is just the best way to get passive income because you're not worried about someone damaging, breaking a hole, or you're worried about the toilet, or someone calling you about there's a leak or something. Like you're not dealing with any of this stuff, right? Like the HVAC unit's not blowing cold water and now you have to hire an inspector. You're not worried about any of it, right? The way that owner financing deals are structured, you can basically put up your initial investment to buy the property, and you're buying it cheap enough that you find a buyer to basically pay you what you paid for in the down payment and get monthly payments after that. Now on average for our owner financing deals, we average about between $100 and like $300 per month. Some people want to pay it off quicker. Other people just want a lower lower monthly payment. But on average, it kind of comes out to about $200 per deal that we get over 5-6 years. That's just kind of the rough estimate. When we get these deals, we usually get the principal payments on it, we get the interest on it, and we also get a maintenance fee because, hey, we're managing this note. And all of that's kind of wrapped up in one package. So if the average is about $200 per deal, we're kind of talking about 5 deals to get you $1,000 per month with owner financing. The next thing you can do is focus on land that would give you mineral and oil rights. Now here's the thing with that. It's a little bit speculative. You're gonna have to get surveyors or do some in-depth research whenever you're potentially buying land. But if you have a hunch that you could get minerals, or if there's oil in the land, you're able to kind of get that hunch beforehand, then it might be a great way to sell your mineral rights or your oil rights, or lease them out to a company and get residual income that way. Basically kind of like a license to them to extract minerals or oil from your property. This requires more in-depth research. So if you're not like heavy rock geologist, or you have special knowledge of some sort, this is maybe a path that you don't choose. The owner financing track is much easier. Now, if you are a big hunter and you like the idea of catching deer and all that, leasing hunting land is another opportunity to make money. If you do a Google search, basically, hunting land, you'll be able to see places that give an annual lease. Sometimes they might do it for a shorter contract or a later contract. Usually these places expect you to maybe join up with another family to get this lease, right? And you're able to share it and whatnot. These landowners are basically able to keep their property and lease that land over to multiple parties, right? So, they might lease it to, this family who joins up with another family to hunt on that land. But after their contract is over, if they don't want to release, which they usually will do, they can go ahead and lease it to someone else and get residual income that way. And these, if you check the numbers on this, the numbers are pretty significant on what you can get per parcel of hunting land. And it's dependent on what animals you have on that property, and how big your lot is. Okay, so the fourth thing you can do is if you want to have a more personal touch, you can convert your land into something of like a hunting tour, right? So If wilderness is your lifestyle and you like that, then you can kind of make that into your career, where you use the land and the animals that are there, and you can kind of foster that to the kind of animals you want to, have in that place, right? But you could kind of advertise and bring tours in to your clients, give them that hunting tour, and then you could sell other products and services as kind of like an upsell if that's what you want to do. But just doing a couple tours will generate that $1,000 of revenue pretty quickly. The fifth thing that you can do to generate $1,000 per month is leasing farming land. Okay, so one of the things you're gonna have to do for your due diligence is find if it has good access, if the soil is good, and within its climate, like what type of crops you might be able to grow. Now, when you lease it to a farmer, basically you're going to be expecting them to release it with you over time, because they're profiting by having the ability to farm on your land that you lease them, and that's a good way to generate recurring revenue. You just have to make sure that the land is suitable for that kind of environment. So the next one that kind of follows from this, number 6, is growing crops on your land and selling the crops. So if you just want to do it yourself, you can grow the crops and then make that into a lifestyle and then sell it at your local farmers market, or join like a co-op where they have like a membership, a membership system where you send them your crops and then it goes to all their members, or restaurants or people that kind of subscribe into that membership. So these are ways to generate revenue per month. And so I'm trying to kind of give you like these ideas, like you could lease it out, you could owner finance it, or you give tours or some kind of service related to your land. Now, increasingly a popular thing that's happening with land is people doing like kind of like a specialty. And so what you'll see is people will buy up land and they might put a tiny home on it, or something that's come to my attention, yurts. Now, if you don't know what a yurt is, it's basically a Mongolian house. It's like circular. If you YouTube it, you'll find like, I don't know what to say. It's like a big tent. That's a circular big tent. And it's kind of decked out so that it handles different climates, whether it's hot or whether it's cold. It follows, a Mongolian tradition. So, where climates were kind of harsh, they kind of brought that over to the States. There's a company called Pacific Yurts, Pacific something. Go check them out. They have different products there, but it's a much more affordable way than just buying a property. And what a lot of people have been doing, or increasingly in number, is that they might put a yurt or a tiny home or something of that sort, and just Airbnb it. So anyone that wants to go into an area, into the area and like visit and wants like kind of like a cool, unique experience, like they'll go ahead and rent out, the tiny home or the yurt. And it's just like a cool way for people to kind of experience something new. And so if you're kind of interested in that like real estate development, the specialty homes like tiny homes and yurts and things of that nature, and just do it on like a cheaper like level than if you were gonna put a log cabin or something on it, you can generate monthly traffic through it over time, and you can easily get to $1,000 per month and over time recoup your initial investments. So those are the different ways, the 7 ways to get $1,000 per month for your land property. Put in the comments below anything you might want to see in the future, and make sure to like the video and subscribe. It helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Take care. Oh, check out the description below for different freebies. Have a good one.